That embarrassing thing you did last week? No one remembers it. You know the feeling. You trip in the hallway, say something awkward in a meeting, post a photo, and immediately regret it. And for the rest of the day, that's all you can think about. You're convinced everyone saw, everyone's judging, everyone remembers. But here's the thing. What if I told you that your brain is lying to you about exactly how much people actually notice? Stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to look at every cringe memory completely differently. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. Our tendency to massively overestimate how much other people notice, judge, and remember about us. Here's why your brain does this. You experience your life from inside your own head, 24/7. Every awkward pause, every weird thing you said, every flaw you're self-conscious about, you're staring directly at it in high definition all the time. So your brain assumes everyone else must be staring at it too. But they're not. They can't be. They're too busy running the exact same program, starring in their own internal movie, narrating their own flaws, replaying their own "why did I say that" moments. You're not the main character in their story. You're barely an extra. And neither are they in yours, even though it feels that way. Think about walking into class with a stain on your shirt, or showing up somewhere with messy hair you couldn't fix in time. To you, it feels like a giant neon sign flashing above your head. You spend the whole day angling your body, adjusting your jacket, avoiding eye contact, fully convinced it's the only thing anyone in that room is thinking about. Meanwhile, the people around you are doing the exact same mental gymnastics about their own stain, their own bad hair day, that own slightly too weird thing they said in the group chat an hour ago. Nobody has spare attention left over to fully clock yours. They're maxed out managing their own spotlight that isn't actually there either. In a now famous study at Cornell University, psychologist Thomas Jilovich asked a student to walk into a room full of strangers wearing an embarrassing Barry Manilow t-shirt, the kind of shirt you'd be mortified to be seen in. Before walking in, the student predicted that about 46% of the people in that room would notice and remember the shirt. The real number, when researchers actually asked the room afterward, just 23%, about half of what the student braced for. And most of those people forgot about it within minutes of the interaction ending. Jilovich called this the illusion of transparency. We feel like our internal state and our embarrassing moments are broadcasting outward in bright lights, when in reality, almost none of it is landing on anyone else at all. We are constantly performing for an audience that already left the theater. This is exactly why posting something online can feel so terrifying. You agonize over a single caption for 20 minutes, rewriting it 5 times, convinced that the second it goes up, people are going to analyze it, screenshot it, and quietly judge you for it. In reality, the average person scrolls past a typical post in under 2 seconds, already 3 thoughts ahead, thinking about their own next post, their own next message, their own next scroll. The spotlight you imagine pointed at your profile isn't dimmed. It was never plugged in to begin with. Their attention simply isn't where you think it is because it's pointed at themselves, just like yours is pointed at you. Now that you understand this, you can start catching yourself in real time. The next time you spiral over something small you said or wore or posted, pause and remember. You are not being watched nearly as closely as your brain insists you are. That cringe moment you've been replaying for days isn't living rent-free in anyone else's head. It only ever lived in yours. So say the thing, wear the outfit, post the photo, raise your hand. The spotlight you've been performing for was never actually on. What's a moment you were sure everyone noticed, but probably nobody did? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one.